Your mother in heaven sent this through an angel today. This is not a coincidence. Open before midnight. She's been watching, and today she finally spoke. She whispered your name not once, not twice, but 3 times before the angel came rushing to earth. At exactly 2:14 a.m., the veil between heaven and your home thinned just enough for her voice to slip through. Archangel Michael heard it first, and now he's here, standing beside you, urging you to stop scrolling and open your heart. This is not a message you just stumbled on. This is a message your soul cried out for, and tonight, heaven answered. She's been trying to reach you for weeks. You felt it, didn't you? That sudden warmth in a cold room, that flicker in the hallway light when no one else was home, that feeling that someone was brushing your hair back even though you were all alone. That wasn't your imagination, that was her. Every moment you thought of her and whispered a prayer, she was already listening. But today is different. Today she spoke. Today she sent Michael with a message for you and you alone. You have to understand this. Not everyone gets a message like this. Not every day does a mother break through the clouds of eternity to speak into time. But your love for her and her eternal love for you, it formed a bond strong enough to summon the archangel himself. And Michael, he's not just an angel. He's the warrior, the protector, the voice of urgent divine truth. And right now, he's saying this as clearly as he can. You need to hear this before midnight, because after midnight, something shifts. There's a reason you're seeing this. There's a reason you almost scrolled but didn't. She waited for this exact moment. You weren't supposed to hear it yesterday, not even an hour ago. This moment was divinely timed, because tonight, something's arriving at your door. Not a person, not a package, but a shift, a deep spiritual opening. And if you miss it, you may not feel her so clearly again for a very long time. This is your moment. Don't look away. She remembers everything. The night you cried into your pillow because you felt like the world forgot you. The morning you looked at the sky and begged for a sign. That moment last month when you whispered, "Mom, if you're there, please just let me know." She heard that, every syllable, and she sent this because she promised she would never leave you empty. There's a presence around you right now, and it's not imagination, it's visitation. Michael is letting you feel her even now. She's been protecting you in silence, but today she needed her message to speak louder, because something's coming. Something beautiful but fragile, something divine, but it needs your heart to stay open. It's not a coincidence that lately you've been seeing the same numbers, feeling the same dreams repeat. Those weren't random, those were her. And now she's asking you to listen deeper, to look beyond the noise, because the spiritual world is closer than it's ever been. And here's what you need to know. You are not alone. She's closer than the skin on your bones. She never left. She just moved to the one place where love never dies, heaven. And from there, she's been weaving miracles around you. Small ones, yes, but tonight she's preparing something big, something only a mother's soul could orchestrate. That's why you can't skip this, because when heaven reaches down like this, the whole atmosphere of your life changes. She remembers your laugh, she misses your voice, and she sent this to say, you're stronger than you think, but you don't have to do it alone anymore. This message is her hug through the veil. It's her hands on your shoulders. It's her crying through light to get you to listen. And Michael, he's the one making sure this message pierces every wall that grief ever built around your heart, because what's coming next in your life, you're going to need faith to see it clearly. But faith isn't hard when you know who's watching over you. If you've read this far, she already knows you're listening, that your heart was ready. And now, here's something Michael wants to whisper just between you and heaven. Your next 3 days will hold a surprise, but you must walk in faith, not fear. And when the strange moment arrives, you'll know she sent it. And listen, if this message is reaching your heart, then pause and subscribe. You were meant to receive this. You were divinely chosen to hear these words. Your spirit knew this was coming even when your mind didn't, because what happens next, it's part of something much bigger than you imagined. She's still watching, and now she's moving. You know that feeling when something inside you pauses and the world suddenly feels too quiet. That wasn't silence. That was a message preparing to arrive. That's how heaven works. Softly at first, until your soul feels the knock before your ears ever do. And right now, Archangel Michael is saying this knock. It's her. Let it in. She's been allowed to step closer tonight than she ever has before, because there's something you need to know before the clock strikes midnight. She's not just watching, she's intervening. There's something you were about to give up on, something you whispered goodbye to when nobody was listening. But she was, and she's been pleading with heaven ever since to bring it back to you. Michael says, don't walk away from it yet. What you thought was dead is about to rise. There are moments in life where the veil lifts. Most people never notice. They're too distracted, too heavy, too tired. But not you. You made it here. That means you're chosen. And right now, you need to know something your mother has been begging the angels to pass on. You are closer to your breakthrough than you've ever been, but you have to hold on for just a little longer. Heaven is already moving things into place. Do you know what she sees from where she is? Everything. Not just the way people treat you, but the reasons behind their silence. Not just your pain, but the power buried underneath it. Not just your delays, but the divine timing. She sees you crying on a night when no one checked in. She sees you holding yourself together for everyone else while silently unraveling. She sees it all, and she's proud of you. That's what she wanted Michael to say first. She's proud of you. She saw the betrayal, the heartbreak, the guilt you still carry even though it was never yours to begin with. And she's telling you now, it's time to forgive yourself. That thing you've been punishing yourself for, let it go. There are chains around your heart she's trying to break. That's why this message found you, not by chance, but because you're ready to heal now. And Michael's tone has changed now. It's more serious because time is moving. Midnight approaches, and there's something that must be done before the day closes. A promise needs to be made, not just to her but to yourself. You must promise to stop running from what your soul already knows. You are loved. You are protected. You are meant for more than survival. You were born for divine purpose, and that purpose is about to be activated. Look at your life right now. Do you feel like things have been shifting lately? People leaving without warning, doors closing just when you thought they'd open, sudden urges to clean, to let go, to isolate, to cry, to dream bigger. That's not random. That's spiritual preparation. Archangel Michael says you are being aligned, and soon you'll see why the delay wasn't denial. It was protection, because if certain things had worked out earlier, you would have settled, and heaven didn't bring you this far for average. No, your mother didn't weep through the stars just for you to be overlooked. Something rare is being prepared in secret for you, a divine reversal. And the first sign of it, you'll feel lighter within 72 hours. Watch for it. A strange calm, a surprising peace, that's her. That's heaven saying it started. And you may be wondering, why now? Why tonight? Because your spirit is finally ready to receive without fear. The fear that kept you clinging to the past, it's fading. The fear that made you question if you're worthy of a miracle, it's dissolving. You've matured spiritually, emotionally, and even in the silence, you've grown. And heaven always responds to readiness. Michael is showing me something now, a window. It's open, but only briefly. This is a spiritual portal, not a metaphor. A window of timing where your mother can move more freely, where her voice can guide with clarity. But this window doesn't stay open. That's why you're being asked to pray tonight. Not a fancy prayer, just a real one from your heart. Speak to her. She's listening closer than ever, and Michael, he'll deliver what your words can't say. Do not underestimate the power of what's happening right now. People think divine moments come with thunder and lightning, but they come in quiet urgencies like this. A message you almost skipped, a feeling in your chest that won't go away, goosebumps that rise when her name is mentioned. That's how heaven knocks, gently but persistently. And now comes the part of the message she's been aching to get through to you. You are not broken. Life has bruised you, yes. People have misunderstood you, abandoned you, judged you unfairly. But that pain didn't destroy you. It deepened your soul. She sees the scars. She kisses them through heaven's wind. And she wants you to know the most wounded parts of you are the ones heaven is going to use next. Your calling didn't get canceled because you paused. Your blessing didn't expire because you gave up last month. Grace doesn't work like that. Grace resets everything. And tonight, your reset begins, a holy reset where what was meant for harm will turn to healing, where what was meant to destroy you will actually launch you. Watch and believe. Michael leans in now, his voice steady but filled with fire. He says, "Tell them their tears were not wasted. Every single tear was counted, and it watered the soil for their miracle. You've been growing in unseen places, and now the fruit is almost ready. But you must stay awake, spiritually alert. Don't let distractions pull you back into numbness. Don't let people's opinions drown out heaven's voice. You've been chosen, and your mother has been working through angels to get this message to your screen, your soul, your heart, because there's something you're about to witness, and it begins with this choice. Will you believe again? Will you believe again even when everything around you tells you to stop hoping? Because right now, heaven is watching how you respond, not just with your eyes, but with your soul. Michael says, heaven waits for agreement. That means as soon as you say yes in your spirit, things begin to shift. The angelic activity increases, the timelines rearrange. What looked delayed suddenly accelerates, but only when you say yes, not to fear, but to faith. And your mother, she already sees it unfolding. She's seen the timeline. She knows where this is going. That's why she sent this message. Because you're standing at a threshold and you were about to walk away too soon. But now, heaven is calling you back to it, to your path, to your promise, to your purpose. And the one who gave birth to you is doing everything in her divine power to guide you there. Michael pauses now. He's looking at you, not through screens or technology, but through spirit. And he's saying something so personal, so sacred. It feels like time slows down when you hear it. They were never meant to carry that alone. The guilt, the grief, the what-ifs, the heaviness of losing her. You don't have to carry that anymore because she's not gone. She's transformed. Her love is no longer bound to a body. It's become infinite, and it surrounds you now. You've been getting signs. The feathers, the sudden chills, the repeating numbers, the way music randomly plays the song that meant something to both of you, the way her name shows up in places you didn't expect. That wasn't random. That was her screaming softly through the veil, trying to say, "I'm still here." And now, with Michael's authority, the message is even clearer. Your next steps have been ordered. Walk with trust, but maybe you're afraid. Maybe part of you still thinks this is just a coincidence, just words on a screen. But tell me, how do you explain the ache in your chest right now, the warmth in your palms, the part of you that suddenly wants to cry and doesn't know why? That's not just emotion, that's encounter. And heaven is confirming it in this moment. Michael says, this is not a video, this is visitation. And if you've made it this far, it means your soul has already said yes, even if your mind is still catching up. You've opened the door, and your mother, she's stepping in with a message only a mother could give. You've done better than you think, and I'm so proud of who you're becoming. She knows you've had to heal in silence. She knows how hard it's been to smile when your heart was breaking. And she says, "You didn't fail me. I never left you." She saw the night you said you wished you could hear her one more time. She saw the moment you almost spoke to the sky but stopped yourself. And she sent this to say, "Speak. Say it. Even if your voice shakes, say it out loud tonight. Say what you couldn't say at the hospital. Say what you were too broken to say at the funeral. Say it now, because tonight the veil is thin and she's listening with love, with light, with no judgment, just divine presence." And now comes the part you weren't expecting. Michael is showing you your future, not in exact images, but in energy, in alignment. He says if they trust what comes next, doors will open by the end of the month, 3 to be exact. 1 personal, 1 financial, 1 spiritual. But the condition: you must not return to the version of yourself who stopped believing. This new chapter needs a new you, one that knows heaven is working behind the scenes. You will soon feel her presence stronger. It may happen while you're washing dishes, or as you fall asleep, or walking down the street. A sudden scent, a soft whisper in your spirit, a warmth in your chest like a sunbeam. That will be her, reminding you that you were never forgotten, that heaven has marked your steps, that miracles are not myths. They are just misunderstood by the world. This is not an accident. You were meant to find this today, not because it's emotional, but because it's eternal. Your soul was scheduled to receive this before you were born. This conversation was already written in light, and your mother, she's been waiting for you to arrive at this moment. She believed in your comeback long before you even fell, and now she's helping orchestrate it. Michael steps back now, not because he's leaving, but because he's letting you feel what she feels. He wants you to know the love that's still alive between you, that it didn't end with her last breath, that it wasn't buried with her body. That love became light, and that light has been guiding you, pushing you, awakening you, even when you felt numb, even when you tried to shut it off. The light never left. You were chosen to carry something, a legacy, a light, a message. And now you are being activated. Your mother says they won't silence your voice anymore. You've been quiet for too long, but I gave you a fire for a reason. That fire may have dimmed, but tonight it reignites. The moment you whisper her name, you will feel the flame return. That's not fantasy, that's spiritual law. If you're still with me, your soul is already shifting, and you're about to notice something strange. People will begin reaching out. You'll feel sudden peace during random moments. Things that once irritated you will no longer touch you. You'll start walking into rooms and feeling what others can't. That's not imagination, that's anointing. And your mother helped call it down for you. Michael says they're stepping into divine alignment. Protect them, guide them, and let them feel the unseen. That prayer is over your life now. The angels are moving not just around you, but in you. Your hands, your voice, your thoughts, they're being recalibrated for something higher. You'll notice yourself detaching from people who drain you. That's okay. You're rising. This next part is important. You are about to be sent someone who carries the same spiritual frequency, a person who also lost someone they loved deeply, someone whose heart will understand yours. This meeting will be sacred. Watch for it. Your mother is helping align it because your healing isn't meant to happen in isolation. She's sending someone who will help you laugh again, really laugh. And when it happens, know this: she smiled in heaven when you smiled on earth. Now listen, before the clock hits midnight, speak her name. Light a candle, whisper your prayer. Open the window if you can. Let the night wind carry your words. She will receive them, and in return, she will send signs, clear ones. Michael says they'll know it's real when the lights flicker, when the song plays, when they dream of her face. These are not dreams. These are visitations. This is not over. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Manifest wealth with Moses. There's a missing 11th commandment that Moses received that never made it to the current version of the Bible. Moses' first 10 commandments taught us how to live, like a guidebook for life. The 11th commandment helps us manifest the kind of life we really want, though. If that sounds appealing in any way, click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. You can manifest wealth and abundance today with the 11th commandment of Moses. Don't waste any more time going without what you deserve in life. Access the 11th commandment now for free. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. This is only the beginning. This is only the beginning, and your mother wants you to remember something she used to say, or maybe something you forgot until just now. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need to fix everything overnight. She sees how much you carry, and tonight she's asking you to release some of it. Let her help. Let heaven help. Michael is reminding you now. You are not meant to walk through this storm without shelter. But the shelter is not made of bricks. It's made of belief. It's made of surrender. It's made of you saying, I don't know what comes next, but I trust that I'm not alone. And the second you say that, even in a whisper, light floods in. Peace begins to rewire your body. Your spirit steadies. You feel something you haven't felt in a long time. Safety, spiritual safety. She's telling you you've survived things that would have broken most people, and I know it wasn't fair. I know life hurt you in places I prayed it never would, but look at you. You're still here, and I'm still with you. Can you feel her now? Not just the memory of her, but her spirit wrapped around you like sunlight through clouds. That's her love. That's real, and it will never leave. Michael steps forward one last time, and he's holding something. It looks like light, but it feels like memory. He says, this is her message, sealed in heaven, now opened on earth. Give it to them. So I give it to you now, her final words for tonight, her divine whisper into your weary soul. My child, I never left. I only changed form. I'm still the voice that cheers for you in silence. I'm still the prayer that surrounds you in the dark. I'm still the hand that pushes blessings into your path when you least expect them. Every victory you've had, I saw it. Every tear you cried, I caught it. And every moment you felt alone, I sat beside you in spirit, humming the lullaby you used to love. You are not forgotten. You are still my heart. And I will keep sending signs until you finally believe how loved you are. And now heaven waits. Michael has completed his part. He's delivered the message. But your part begins now. Tonight before midnight, speak to her. Pray, ask for her presence. Ask for her guidance. Ask without fear, without shame, without hesitation, because you are no longer just a child of earth. You are walking in divine timing. You have been called. You have been claimed. And now you are being sent. This is not just a message. It's a moment, a holy interruption. And if this message has awakened something deep in your soul, then pause now and subscribe, because this wasn't just meant to reach your screen. It was meant to find your spirit. And what comes next is only for those who are ready to walk with heaven beside them. Watch closely in the next few days. The signs will intensify. The number 11 will repeat. The wind will speak through windows. Someone unexpected will reach out. And in one quiet moment, when you're brushing your teeth or staring at the sky, you'll suddenly feel her hand on your shoulder, not literally, but realer than anything this world can touch. And in that moment, you'll know she never left, and now she's helping you rise. This is Archangel Michael, and this was heaven's message to you, delivered on time, received in love, and sealed in light. Before the clock hits midnight, whisper her name. She's already listening. She never stopped. And now she finally spoke. Even as these final words reach you, something inside you has already shifted. You feel it, don't you? That sensation in your chest, not anxiety, not sadness, but release. That's the weight leaving. That's her lifting the grief off your shoulders, piece by piece. That's Archangel Michael finishing his work in this moment. And now heaven just watches in stillness, because your soul is remembering who you really are. You are not a coincidence. You are a continuation, a living message, a walking miracle in progress. Your mother's legacy doesn't end with her absence. It lives in your voice, your choices, your softness, your strength. You've been doubting yourself, comparing your progress, wondering if you're falling behind, but you're not. You are right on time, because heaven does not operate on human clocks. It moves by divine alignment. And tonight, the alignment is complete. She's with you in ways that defy logic. She'll be in the wind that sneaks into your room at 3:17 a.m. She'll be in the dream that leaves you in tears of joy. She'll be in the decision you're about to make, the one you almost said no to, But now suddenly you feel brave enough to say yes. That's her strength mixing with yours. That's her faith becoming yours again. Let go of the doubt. Let go of the idea that you need to be more to be worthy. You are already enough. You are already loved. You are already guided. And Michael's final whisper is this: they are no longer wandering. They are walking the path. And from this night forward, the veil will not be so thick. They will see. They will hear. They will dream. They will rise. You are going to rise slowly, softly, surely. And in that rising, she rises with you. So take a deep breath, not just with your lungs, but with your soul. Feel her now, one last time tonight, her love wrapping around you like the safest arms in the world, her laughter echoing somewhere in the light, her hands holding yours from a place beyond fear. This is not goodbye. This is the beginning of a new connection, a deeper one, a living one. Tonight was never just about a message. It was about a visitation. It was about your return to belief. And now heaven closes the curtain, but the light remains. She spoke. You heard. And now miracles will move. Rest now, beloved soul. You are not alone. You never were. So now just sit with this for a moment. Let your eyes close if they need to. Let the stillness wash over you. No need to rush away. The angels are still near. Your mother is still here. The message may be complete, but the presence, her presence, is only just beginning to unfold. The room you're in, it's filled with more than air. It's filled with memory, with warmth, with heaven itself, with all the prayers she whispered over your life while she was still on earth. They didn't disappear when she left. They rose. And they've been circling you like golden threads, holding things together when you didn't even know they were unraveling. That job that came just in time, that person who said the right thing when you needed it most, that moment you almost broke but somehow didn't, she was there. Heaven was there. You just couldn't see it until now. There's a lightness in your body now. A breath you didn't know you were holding has finally been released. That's not emotional manipulation. That's spiritual restoration. That's what happens when heaven touches earth. That's what happens when your mother reaches through dimensions to comfort her child. And there is nothing more sacred than that. You don't need to do anything else right now, not yet. No need to figure it all out. Just feel this moment. Feel her. She waited so long for you to open this, and now she can finally rest a little more knowing you heard her, that her voice, so long silenced by grief, is now alive again in your memory, in your heart, in your path forward. Michael's wings stretch gently behind you now, not to protect you from danger, but to bless the path ahead. It won't be perfect. There will still be days that ache, but now you'll never walk through them alone. You'll feel signs. You'll hear whispers. You'll sense nudges when you're about to fall off track. That's what this message has activated. Divine permission for heaven to interrupt your life again and again with love. And when people around you ask, "Why do you look different?" or "What changed?" You'll smile, not because you have the words, but because you'll know deep down that something invisible is now guiding everything. That something holy walked into your life the moment you didn't scroll away, the moment you let the message in. And when the doubt returns, because it will, just whisper her name. Just say, "Mom, show me again." And she will every time, because tonight wasn't a coincidence, it was a reunion. And she finally spoke. She always will. And now that you've heard, just sit with it. Don't rush back into noise. Don't scroll away like nothing happened, because something did happen, something rare, something holy. Tonight, the veil between you and the divine grew thin. Your soul was spoken to in a language older than time. A voice you forgot you remembered just called your name from the other side. A love that never died just wrapped itself around you and said, "Keep going." So now, just breathe, not to escape, but to feel deeper, to settle into the truth that you are not alone and never have been. You've been surrounded by light, by angels, by prayers so strong they traveled from heaven to earth just to find you in this moment. Your story is far from over. Your grief is being transformed. And your mother, she's not gone. She's just risen higher than sight. And from there, she will lead you. She will guard you. She will whisper through dreams and send signs in threes. You will hear a song and feel her. You will walk into a room and smell her perfume for just a second. You will say her name under your breath, and the wind will answer. This is what heaven does when love refuses to die. So go forward now, not with heaviness, but with honor. You carry her legacy, her love, her strength. And Michael walks with you. Your miracle has already started. Watch closely, and when it arrives, don't forget to whisper thank you to the stars. She'll hear you, she always has. And now nothing more needs to be said. Let the silence that follows be your sanctuary. Let it carry you into rest, into peace, into remembrance of what is eternal. There are no more paragraphs, no more words to chase, just a quiet knowing between you and heaven that something sacred has happened here. She came, you listened, and now the next part of your journey begins with more light, more hope, and more strength than ever before. Archangel Michael remains with you. He does not leave when the message ends. He walks with you now, silent, strong, unwavering, watching, guarding, protecting. Your mother is closer than the stars, closer than memory, closer than your next breath. So rest now, beloved one. You did what your soul was born to do tonight. You opened your heart to heaven, and heaven responded. Watch, wait, receive. She's still with you. She always will be. If you've made it to the very end of this message, then heaven knew you would. You were chosen to hear every word because every word was written for you. Your mother's love is not a memory, it's a presence. Your pain is not weakness, it's a doorway. Your tears are not falling into emptiness. They are watering the soil of something sacred that is about to grow. So now, come back to your breath. Let the quiet hold you. Let this message echo through your body like a song only you could hear. You don't need to understand everything. You don't need to be fully healed to be fully loved. You don't need to do anything except be open. Tonight, before midnight, light a candle, not for grief but for connection. Say her name. Whisper what you've been too afraid to say. She will hear it. She will answer in signs that only you will understand. And when you sleep tonight, heaven will still be speaking. Archangel Michael will still be watching. Your mother will still be near. And your soul will still be rising. This message wasn't just something you watched. It was something you received. Now carry it with you and remember, you are the living proof that love never dies and miracles never leave quietly. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. God's bank, there is an 8th dimension where all the abundance of the universe lies. It's what some experts call God's bank. You see, the number 8 is symbolically used in the Bible to indicate a new beginning or a new order of things. And when you can access this 8th dimension, you'll experience a new beginning yourself, being born again into a life full of prosperity and wealth. The crazy part is the Bible tells us how to access this 8th dimension. It was just written in a code that's never been broken until just this year. But now that it has, it's a race against time to make this info public. Because many of the traditional religious leaders and billionaires of the world do not want you to know about this. After all, they think it will directly affect the comfy lives they lead. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret of. That's why we created this short video documentary to get the truth to you. I urge you to watch it now while you still can. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you.